Over the last few years, the Vanguard High Dividend Yield Index ETF, ticker symbol VYM, rose from just $73 per share to $106.73 per share as of this video. That's a whopping 46+% increase. And if you compare that to a lot of stocks out there in the broader market, that is outstanding. But I'm not impressed. Much by VYM, and I can't really say that I'm going to get excited about this dividend ETF for a plethora of reasons. Now, investors, today I want to explore this specific dividend ETF and see if there are some better options out there for us, and perhaps why VYM isn't the hottest of dividend ETFs. So how about we dive right in? Now, before we go any further, I do want to share something with you, especially for those of you who may be die-hard VYM investors. This is all just my opinion, so relax. If you disagree, I only encourage you to leave a comment here and let me know why, as opposed to the, well, I'll say childish snubs. Because while they do bring me laughs, they add zero value for anyone. So let's get to it here with the Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF, whereas it is currently trading for $106.73. That's up by about 1% year to date, and as we already saw before, it's up over 46% over the last 3 years. Which is nothing to complain about because we're in the green after all, right? Wrong. But before I get to the strikes here when it comes to VYM, how about we go ahead and piece the VYM picture together, because there are many positives that I do appreciate about this ETF. Like the fact that it seeks to track the performance of a high dividend yield index, which really does make for a convenient way to track the performance of stocks that are forecasted to have above average yields, and that also allow all of us to enjoy dividend stocks with safety, as the fund is composed of 462 holdings in total, with an assortment of sectors for diversification, from the financial sector making up about 19.5% of the fund's holdings to consumer staples coming in at about 12.9%, followed by the industrial sector plays at 12.4%. But before we go deeper into what VYM has to offer in terms of all of its holdings, investors, I do want to ask for your help in letting me know that this content is content that you're enjoying and you're getting value from. So tap on that thumbs up button to let me know. That will be the indicator for me to then continue to make more content just like this. And again, it's a win-win for both of us, so tap on that thumbs up and let's get to it here with a deeper dive into VYM's top holdings, as we can discover holdings like ExxonMobil as the top dog, followed by Johnson & Johnson, JP Morgan, Procter & Gamble, and Broadcom, as well as Home Depot, Merck, Chevron, Pepsi, and AbbVie. Now, in terms of the fund's dividend, VYM has experienced dividend growth for the past 12 years with a 5-year growth rate of 5.6%, leading to a dividend yield of 3.14%, making for an annual payout of $3.35 per share owned. All of which makes for what seems like would be a rock-solid dividend ETF, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to completely bash VYM, but simply to say that if you're really looking for a great dividend returns, you can find them in alternative funds that will actually drive you far better profits. But now some of you may be asking, well, how do you beat VYM's performance? Because investing $10,000 about 10 years ago would have yielded $16,015.61 back in your pocket, all for the low expense here of just $6 per $10,000 invested. I mean, come on now, can that really be beat? And yes, it could have been beat, and now that's where I want to go ahead and take a look at some interesting investments that I feel are far better off than VYM. And we'll use Google Finance here for a quick comparison. Now, as you can see, we have VYM plugged in here with a 5-year historical chart pulled up and in focus. We want to compare VYM to, say, one of my favorite Vanguard funds, which is actually growth-oriented yet pays a dividend, VTI, to see that we have a winner, and we can even put in every dividend investor's beloved Schwab fund, SCHD, to see yet another winner over VYM. Not to mention a higher yield and growth rate. But now how about we just keep it really simple with two individual stocks, like say the classic Coca-Cola, as well as say a stock that I personally think is a powerhouse, yet many investors think its dividend yield isn't a reason to invest into at all, Visa, because once again we can see that VYM there is the dark blue losing the appreciation war. So is Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF safe? Absolutely. Will it allow you, the investor, to profit over the long term? Yes. Will you be able to invest your hard-earned dollar into VYM without having to worry that you're going to lose your money overnight? Yes. But there are, in my opinion, just far better funds or even individual stocks out there, depending on your comfort level, to invest into and profit from. And there you go, but now I want to know if you agree or disagree, so leave those comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love this one right here. But just before you click away, be sure to tap on that thumbs up button and of course subscribe to never miss a single video.